just didn't even get a goodbye. I just think it would have been too much for the show to handle, I guess. Just been too iconic. I have no idea.
Breathe.
I would love to become the Anonymous.
The Anonymous. The game begins August 19th on USA.
What's up, Lily, and welcome back, Victoria. How you two doing today? I'm Nigel Chambers from Big O Belt Media. How's everything?
Hey, doing good. How about you?
I am good. What's up, Lily? You all right over
I
there?
well, apparently I'm the late to the party and you already had Victoria and I'm chopped liver, so I'm just chilling in the back. Don't forget about
Nah,
me.
nah, that's not true. That's not true. Honestly, I'm very excited to talk to you because you've had one of the most, as a viewer, one of the most unique experiences of this show because for a while you were on the chopping blocks each and every week, and to make it to this point regardless of not winning, I still think that's a huge W because
Yeah.
man, I was like, are they going to stop picking on this girl or what every week? And I'm just like, come on now, let's get together. So I really do want to start off by asking you two questions. First of all, at what point in this season do you felt you started to get momentum and you started to put a game in play instead of just always being on defense?
That's a good question. I feel like I started to gain a little bit of confidence when I was scoring really well in with my handle pizza. As you saw, I got second place like back to back, several times to second to Jack. And so then I was like, okay, what is that next shift, that next thing that I need to really take it a step further? And that was when we got new handles and the introduction of Victoria, Bisma, and Wayne. And that for me, I feel like was a game changer. And I started to kind of feel more comfortable being uncomfortable, being up for elimination every time. So I think that that second handle was definitely pivotal for me.
I would agree. I would agree. And just to double down on that, emotionally, when did you start to really get the momentum? Because I mean, you were in the crosshairs week after week, and we can see it as the viewers. Is in your eyes that you kind of felt self-defeated, but at some
Yeah.
point you cut it on, you turn it over. I feel like the you started to get that courage, and then after that, you proclaimed your name as the Liddy Reaper.
Yeah, I mean, really, it was that same time frame that when I started getting the confidence and when I started kind of like getting out of my own little hole of self-pity.
Yeah.
So that was really at the same time frame where I was like, you know what? I'm here today, gone tomorrow. Like I might as well really try to do this thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Victoria, it's been a really interesting 12 hours, and you have been nothing short of words per your social media. So while we got Lil Reaper here for her name, what have you landed on your villain name yet?
No, I just think Victoria is enough of a villain name, I guess. Every reality show, Victoria is a villain.
That's
I thought
true.
I was going to be like the cool one, but it didn't end up that way. It's cool.
Why do you feel that way? I was really
I
kind of
mean,
thrown.
I feel like I just didn't get a goodbye. Like,
Yeah.
damn, Danny, like, what the, instead of damn Daniel, it's damn Danny. Like, I just didn't even get a goodbye. I just think it would have been too much for the show to handle, I guess. Just been too iconic. I have no idea. But
It definitely was a little like, wait, what? It was cruel. It was very anonymous like because everybody sort of had their moment to get their last little bits off their chest and their walk, as you have mentioned online. So with that, as I open up my platform here, if you had a chance to get a last sentiments out there, what would you have said? What would you have done?
if I got the chance to mic drop and be like, this was my handle and this was my handle,
Oh yeah.
oh man. I mean, I would just been like, you eliminated the right person, the anonymous, because I definitely was gonna go in and win that thing. Like, if bring me to a face off. I could read all of them for sure. Maybe it didn't look like that in the show because they kept
Well, we
whatever
talked
my
about it
little
though.
one-liners weren't
Yeah.
great, but like in reality, I was like that. I just knew even going into that anonymous mode, I was like, this is it. When
Yeah.
Danny came up with the surprise twist, like, oh, we're gonna send another one home. So I'm like, yay.
Yeah.
It's gonna be me.
Yeah, no, we talked about a little bit like in the previous times, like you were very much on point in terms, and I don't think people gave you enough credit for you being able to read people in the game. So in a way, it was a strategic move. But I also want to give you your flowers as well too, because as being a newcomer, making it to that point is a huge win because you had the biggest disadvantage of coming in, not having no alliances and so on, which we'll talk about Chris in just 1 second. I do want to ask you, Lily, there's been this sort of theme that anybody who aligned with you were sent home in the sense of almost like I can't even think of a word to use, but I was like, it's almost as if like she was like the plague. If you were just associated with
Yeah.
Lily of sorts, you ended up being eliminated. Did you ever personally feel that way?
No, that never crossed my mind, not once. So I was sleeping well every night that I was able to sleep in that domain. I that never crossed my mind.
Yeah. Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't
I
I
did.
mean, I was team Lily. Lily didn't think so in the game, but I really was team Lily. I may have like voted for her at the end, but like she was never on my mind to eliminate. And I
Yeah.
told her that like afterwards. I was like, I just want to let you know you were never on my mind to eliminate.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
know, I may
Yeah.
have voted you, but I wasn't eliminating you.
And likewise.
And let's talk about that because you Victoria did just say that you two even post show have remained as friends and being able to talk to you both today is awesome. So what has life been for the two of you all after the show?
Oh, Lily's my girl. Lily is so cool, down to earth. She was texting me when she was drinking the other day. Literally, it's so cool. I feel like once you leave the domain, you find out like honestly who the real ones are and actually are playing the anonymous game in real life, I think. So Lily is definitely one of the real ones. It's no wonder she's America's sweetheart on Twitter because everyone's like rooting for Lily on Twitter. So like I fully agree. Like Lily's awesome. Like she's my girl. I hope to see her on something next.
I love it. Go for it,
Or my
Lily.
ghost earrings just for you, girl.
Oh, I love it.
How you feel about that, Lily?
I mean, she said it best. Victoria is actually like the show really kind of did her almost a disservice because she was so associated Christopher, but her individuality is really what shined. And I feel like it wasn't able to come across that way. But if you follow Victoria on social media or you just know her backstory, she has been through so much and walks through this world with so much grace. And she will give you the shirt off your back, off her back, not your back, off of her back, literally. So Victoria really is a diamond in the rough of this world of chaos and evil. So, I mean, I can't say enough good things about her. I'm coming to West Palm, whether she likes it or not.
Oh yeah. Once my place is renovated, you're coming over. We're having a
I know.
girl.
It'll
We're
be a
gonna have
good
Sounds
dirty
no.
martinis at the beach. That's what's happening.
Exactly.
Yeah, sounds like a party too. For sure. Make sure make sure you invite the world to that. I'm sure there's gonna be some tea spilling in there.
Yes.
Um Victoria, for my last few minutes I had with you,
Mhm.
obviously the world wants to, and as we talked about previously, but now that the show is done, the world wants to know the situation with you and Chris. Now, Chris was a super pivotal part of your game. And for me as the viewer, I fully bought into it. I think every single time they got a chance to give you a bite or so, we heard that you mentioned that you would take the money over Chris. I talked about plenty of times where I felt like maybe you could have gave Chris a little bit of a heads up. I would even say that strategically, you two probably could have worked a little bit harder together to really take the game in the advantage that everybody proclaimed that you were doing. I want to know for you, when you kind of assess your situation and strategy with Chris, how do you kind of reflect back to it? And then ultimately, now the world wants to know, what is you two's relationship?
Oh God. I guess first things first, showmance is no man's. Like absolutely I don't recommend it. Even towards the end, I remember self-reflecting and I was like, I just wish I came in here and just played as myself. But I do have a big heart and I wear my heart on my sleeve. So that's just what happens. But again, I wasn't on Love Island, I was on the Anonymous, so don't know what I was doing, but it worked in my favor. I don't think like having a showmance helped me propel me in the game at all. I think my individual intelligence did it best, and you guys didn't see the friendships that were formed within the domain, and other connections that were going on. But obviously, I kind of got the short end of the stick, just being a new player at the very end. So Yeah, I feel like that was just my ultimate demise. And I guess, you know, there was all this talk about me and Christopher doing sign language or something. That boy don't know sign language from rocks. I don't know who made that up in the domain, but they gave him more credit than credit was due there.
Mm, mm. And as of now, you two friends, associates, no communication.
There's no thing as there's no Vistafer. It's only Victoria now. So honestly, Victoria's cooler than Vistafer. Like, come on.
Well, I do have to wrap, and I've been asking everybody all season. Now that the anonymous is done, Danny has gave us the mic drop and saying that new players are required. If the phone rings, are you returning, or is there another show you would like to try your hand with? Lily, we'll start with you.
Gosh, I don't even know. I feel like I need to rest and recover before my phone will ring. Right now, my phone is on do not disturb, baby. But when the time comes, I mean, it'll be my hotline will be open.
America's sweetheart. And Victoria?
If Miss Congeniality 3 comes knocking on my door, I'll play Sandra Bullock. Okay, I'm just playing. That, no, for real. Anyways, I really would love to do like The Mole on Netflix because I feel like it's a very similar gameplay, and this time I would not go in with a showmance. I repeat, no mance.
Yeah, Victoria, that's a beef with Danny, but I got you. I feel you. You said, no, I'm not coming back to your house no more. I'm good.
No, I'd rather go another show. The Mole is like one of my faves right now, and I love The Circle too because I
Yeah.
could bring my dog.
That's all right. Or you two could, I don't know, be in a room together because that's not
I
against the
know. I
rules.
told Lily that. I was like, Lily, come on, let's go in the circle and play our favorite fuckboy Christopher.
But let's speak it into existence.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's a good one. Lily and Victoria, thank you so much for your time and taking the time with me all this season. It's been a pleasure to watch you two all season long. Regardless of the outcomes, you all have made the Anonymous season 1 a must watch, and really looking forward to seeing where you go next. And also, hopefully, an announcement that we get some more Anonymous for a season 2. I really appreciate it today.
We
Thank you so
appreciate you.
much.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Take care.
Hideouts.